Now, some of the retail investors have been panicking about the number of deliveries that Nio has been producing on a week-to-week. As most of you already know that each and every week we get to see the Chinese NAV insurance registrations, which includes the total number of registrations EV companies like Nio produced for the previous week. I mean, last week we saw that Nio obviously just produced, of course, reported NAV insurance registrations of below 2,000, which that, ladies and gents, according to the streets of Twitter, according to social media, we saw a lot of frustrations coming out from the investors or those that invest into the Nio stock. Now, ladies and gents, just yesterday we received wonderful news that I personally believe that as a Nio investor, it should definitely boost your confidence to know that obviously the comments which were made by the Nio CFO, Mr. Steven Feng, who indicated that Nio still stands by the fact that they are planning to double their deliveries this year. Now, most of you already know that in 2022 Nio delivered total deliveries of just over 122,000, and if the Nio CFO, of course, is stressing the point, which, by the way, it was once stressed by the CEO of Nio, who said that they are planning to double sales this year. If the fact that he stressed the same point, I think that, ladies and gents, should definitely encourage you to remain long and strong onto the Nio stock. Now, yeah, as I've said, last year Nio delivered over 122,000 vehicles, and that, ladies and gents, means that if you have to double that number, it means that Nio, ladies and gents, it is expected, or it's going to deliver over 244,000 vehicles. And to get to see that, of course, the Nio CFO rest assured us that, ladies and gents, yesterday, or on yesterday's interview as per Bloomberg, he indicated that obviously Nio is still going to maintain, or it still maintains what the CEO said with regards to the deliveries, and that is delivering 250,000. When I got to see that interview, ladies and gents, all the fear, all the panic was completely out of the window, because obviously it gives us the assurance that obviously Nio, in terms of delivery, they are still expecting to do very well, especially after the introduction of the 8 new models, or of the 5 new models that they are going to bring in before or around the first half of 2023, which that, ladies and gents, is definitely going to boost the deliveries, because those that want to buy the Nio cars will have options to buy different cars. So those of you that are worried that maybe Nio has done its utmost best and this is a stock, I mean, some of you guys told me that this stock is going to zero, which obviously I still stand by the fact that this is a stock which is just set to do very well. And that interview by the CFO, if it doesn't motivate you to remain bullish, stay long and strong onto the Nio stock, then I don't know, because it looks like, though we are seeing these low delivery numbers on a week to week, Nio still stands by the fact that come the end of this year, they would have doubled the sales which they generated back in 2022 of over 122,000. So I was very excited. I mean, another thing that really got me to be excited yesterday was to see the sales that came out from Norway. Norway, ladies and gents, yesterday, for the very first time this year, we saw them selling quite a good figure, because as seen on the screen, you notice that Norway yesterday managed to sell total vehicles of around 9, which is something that is incredible, because we've not seen Norway selling such a high number year to date, which is something that is incredible. And out of those 9, of course, sales which they generated or made yesterday, 5 of those models were the ET5, which is something that obviously we are starting to see, of course, the ET5 doing well in terms of sales as compared to the other cars that Nio is selling in Norway. So this is something that makes me to be hopeful also going into Norway, because it looks like sales wise in Norway it's picking up in terms of sales, or in terms of the deliveries we are seeing coming out from Norway, which makes me also to think that we might also, or chances are high that we might also get to see obviously other sales in other countries in Europe when you're selling their cars also picking up. I mean, the ET5, you will know that it is also a model that before the end of the first half it will be sold in most of the other European countries which Nio is selling their cars, and that, according or judging from what we are seeing from the Nio Norway sales, makes me to think that that model will also do well in those other 4 European countries that they have not started selling the ET5. So otherwise, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update as to what is it that we just heard yesterday, which most definitely has to motivate you to remain bullish, stay long and strong into the Nio stock, because getting the CFO of Nio assuring us that Nio still going to double sales in terms of cost, the numbers that they are planning to produce this year, it's something that should definitely make you to remain bullish, stay long and strong onto the Nio stock. But also the fact that Nio still plans to become a profitable company as a whole next year in 2024, it is something that must just make you, like I said, to remain bullish, stay long onto the Nio stock. Otherwise, you already know that this video was just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate it. You can just hit the likes button, as it also helps with YouTube's algorithm. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy Nio for the very first time or increase your holdings, it is always good that you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.